Record the podcast. Fuck. God damn it. Fucking late. Wait. But what will I wear? No. No. Okay, fuck it.
He's a fucking idiot. What took you so long?
Oh, God. Oh, you would not believe, what happened to me on the way here. There was like this accident, and there was like a moose. Like the moose got hit by a truck, and that truck got hit by another truck because it didn't see the truck that got hit by the moose. And there was a third truck driver who got caught in the headlights of a fourth oncoming truck while he was trying to call someone down for help. And he got flattened just like the first moose. It was crazy. And I of course, had to be a good bystander and stay by and record all of it, which the footage I'm going to play for you all right now, unless it gets cut out, in which case it'll be in our Patreon.
Look, if you're going to wake up late, just be honest.
When have I ever done that?
We'll be right back.
Welcome,
Hello.
everyone, to episode 61 of the Vibin podcast.
Yeah, it is 61. I thought it was 59, but no, it's 61.
No, we were pretty far ahead. We're going along, trucking right along.
Trucking and limousine riding. Or what is it, that thing that you say? High styling.
Styling, profiling, limousine riding. That's Ric Flair. Woo!
Oh, that's Ric
Nature
Flair.
Boy, yeah. Who's just on an episode of Kill Tony.
Yeah, where he walked off.
Where he walked out because people were making fun of other people, which is, the show.
It's not that. No, it wasn't even that bad that he walked. He didn't walk off because he got like offended or anything. He was just really drunk.
That was probably it, too.
And I think maybe part of it did have to do with the fact that Louis J. Gomez kept making fun of his son that overdosed on heroin like a couple of times.
You ever had Asian pussy?
Yeah, so maybe I've been a little bit of that, but I mean, that's just how that show is. If you can't handle it, then fuck you,
Yeah, fair enough, But again, maybe it was a little bit of half and half. He was a bit too drunk for, and his sensibilities took over, and he was like, I don't want to be around this. And then,
fuck him.
It was the point because they made fun of him for the rest of the
yeah, it was great,
show, pretty much.
And Tony was just like, "Shut up, Louis." He was very
trying to make friends with Ric Flair. He's never going to talk to me again. And he probably won't.
Probably won't. Well, who knows? I mean,
but Ric Flair is always listening. Just like the machines are always listening, like these ones, and that one there, and these, and that one right there, even though that's just a desk fan.
That is a machine, yes. It's a pineapple fan.
Yeah, but it's always listening.
Like the government?
Oh, yeah. You know about these, right? Machines will listen. You got like targeted Facebook ads for like,
Well, I know my phone's always listening to me because, especially when it's like something that I've been wanting to look at or if it's something that I like. And if I go to Google, because when you go to the Google homepage on your phone and you like scroll through, you can see all these ads. It's all targeted. Yeah. Oh, well, I look through those ads because I just want to see if there's anything I could get like an inspiration. Anything
targeted for my ad buying experience. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's all things that I fucking either looked up like the other day or
thought about in your deepest recesses or dreamed about.
Exactly. Somehow it just always ends up there. I'm just like, all right, I know they're listening. Sometimes when I'm alone in my room, I just wish I whisper into my phone like $1 million, $1 million,
please. I'll do anything, please.
Hot big titty Asian lady.
I'll go assassinate some foreign magistrate for $1 million, please. A big titty Asian lady and $1 million, please. I'll do it. I'll kill anyone, please.
Well, no, it's always the other things that it listens to, not the things that you actually want.
Like tender eggs and 25 gallon oil drums of lubricant.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I would, if I had an oil drum, 25-gallon oil drum filled with lubricant, I would swim in it every day. I'd take a dip.
Take a little lap in it, get all nice and lathered up. It's good. That lubricant's good for the skin. Keeps it nice and oily and lubricated.
Well, I just want to do it this way, so when I go in the shower, when I jack off, I don't have to use my soap anymore. It burns,
Yeah, and that soap expensive. That Dove for Men, that dry hand soap. I've seen you use it.
No, I don't use dry hand soap. I do use Dove. I use a cocoa butter hand soap.
Ooh, all right,
yeah. That's why it's a little more expensive. I get the 12-pack. It's like $20.
Shit, not bad. Yeah.
It's a little. It used to be like $15,
but
it
kind of sucks.
Inflation, because that's the only word I know. It's real tragic.
Yep. But the reason I brought up the machines listening is because that happened to me a few days ago.
Machines are listening.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the gym, and I was telling my grandma like, "Hey, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to the gym because we were going early, like 10 a.m. or something, and it was like 7 at night." It was like, "Okay, whatever, just letting her know my plans, whatever." Right. So I wake up the next morning and I see a notification from Spotify. Hey, there's a new workout playlist if you wanna check those out. And I was like, "You motherfuckers," just saying the quiet part out loud.
How did you know?
Yeah, I wonder how they knew, but yeah, it was interesting. It was
I mean, I've been a parent and well aware of this thing of that for a while now, so I'm just kind of phased to
Oh
it.
yeah, but it hasn't happened. Maybe I just haven't noticed it, but it hasn't happened that directly to me in a while. Like I don't really look at ads or anything, or I just skip shit. I don't pay too much attention. But that was like
You know where it
at the
pops up a lot for
forefront.
me? On
Where was that?
Instagram.
Oh yeah, I bet 'cause Instagram has tons of ads, always everywhere between like every like 5 posts or whatever it is.
Pretty much.
Yeah, unless you pay for Instagram Premium. I don't know. Do they have that where there's no ads?
I have no idea.
Probably
I would
not.
not pay for it.
No. Would you pay $6,000 a year for a Tinder Plus Platinum Ultra
No,
Mega?
I would not. Why would I pay? I stopped using dating apps.
Well, I mean, some people will because that's the thing they're doing. Did you hear about that?
$6,000,
So here it is. You know, there's the popular dating app Tinder, right?
right? Because I know
All
they
right.
have like the gold.
Then yeah, so right. So there's Tinder, then there's Tinder Plus, which I don't know, gives you more likes or something.
Isn't it like unlimited?
I don't know. And then Gold probably gives you unlimited, right? And then there's like Platinum, which does something else. Even I don't know.
Just all scams.
Yeah, so that's already 4 versions already. One being free. There's 3 paid versions already, which are probably like I think it's like $1 and then like 5 and like 12 or something a month, right? Well, now they're coming up with a new tier, $500 a month.
A month?
Yep, and here's the perks: you can message people you haven't even matched with yet beforehand.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, you can also probably the unlimited, all the other things, unlimited likes, rewinds, whatever, skips, anything, no ads, and you just but that was the main thing that caught my eye, my ear, and a lot of other people's is that yeah, just messaging people before you match, just kind of weird, just it just as a way to say, hey, I have money. That's kind of all that means to me, because it's like you're not respecting their personal space because that's whether they want you or not, it doesn't matter. You're just coming into it, and it's like, hey. And the only reason they do that is because they have a lot of money. So it just seems kind of douchey.
You see, I already do that, but I do that on Instagram.
Oh yeah, where it makes more sense.
Exactly.
Where that's been the status quo for a while. So people aren't as liable to get freaked out about it, and you can do it for free.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it's kind of
it's the poor man's Tinder.
Oh yeah,
because you can see the profiles, and if it's not private, you can be like, "Oh, he's pretty hot." And
oh yeah, and then just make another fake account when they block that first one, and then just keep making fake accounts. It takes 5 minutes to make a new email address that you're never going to use except for this fake bullshit. So yeah,
isn't that weird?
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know why. Especially when it comes to like stalkers and stuff, like who they make multiple profiles just to keep an eye on one person. I'm like, oh, that's I feel gross.
There's some like Xbox, for like cheaters, like hackers and shit. They can ban IP addresses. So no matter what, if you're making it from there, it's picking up that's coming from that same location. So no matter how many accounts you make, it still goes through. But I don't know how VPNs affect that because that's the whole thing is that you're using a different IP address. So
I was about to say, and now thanks with our new partnership with ExpressVPN
with Shark VPN,
if you're banned on Xbox, you won't be anymore.
Yeah, no, make a new account from Zimbabwe, and you'll be right in there calling people N-words and saying you slept with their mom like the best of them.
I know, I sure will.
Oh yeah. Speaking of video games, Caesar, there's a DLC coming out for a game soon. On November 16th. A very fun game. A great game.
Oh,
what game is that? One of the greatest games I've ever played.
Do I know it?
Dredge is getting like a Northern Expanse, like icy, like fucking icebergy, like snowy DLC on November 16th.
So you can keep playing your story now.
I definitely can. I can go back to that first save. Well, because here's the thing. Because I beat that first file before they had the aberrant crabs, which was like the weird, because you can change the color of your ship. You can find flags to customize your ship and do different shit with it,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that in the first profile. So now in the second profile I'm doing, I might max that one out and then with that one do the DLC.
Oh, okay.
Or just go back to the first profile and just buy a bunch of crab nets and then just circle until I get every single crab because I have infinite money basically.
Yeah, you're crazy with that.
Yeah, well, because with that game, you get money is not an issue at all. Like once you get past the second island, it's not about money. It's just about resources. It's just about finding
Power.
the wood and the iron, and having to go back and buy because you get explosives for, like, boarded off areas, buying explosives. Because money is easy. You just fill up your ship with like 2 loads of fish, and you're set for whatever you need.
Yeah, it's just Minecraft with a lot more fishing involved.
I mean, that's a very, very simplistic and I'd say outright wrong way to describe it, but to each their own. I hate when people do that. Like, it's just when people are just ignorant. Because I think a lot of times.
Are you calling me ignorant?
No, but
No, it's okay. Just tell me.
Yeah, you're pretty ignorant.
Yeah,
but a lot of people that do that, and I think it's because they haven't played a lot of games. And they just can't make better comparisons. Like, I was watching Charlie and Moist Critical. He was streaming last night. He was streaming a new Assassin's Creed game.
Mirage.
Yeah, he was streaming Mirage. And it looks fucking boring. And like the past 5 fucking Assassin's Creed games that have come out. From what I saw before I went to sleep, the voice acting didn't seem that great to me. None of it wasn't really compelling. It looked great because that's all.
That's all people care about
Yeah,
now.
that's the one thing they can shove money. That's a problem they can shove money at to fix it. I mean, they came to it with voice acting, but they didn't, I guess, because... it just didn't seem that compelling. But he was playing that. And in that game, he was going through the tutorial. Okay, press X for a light attack. Yeah, okay, press Y for a heavy attack. Okay, yeah, whatever, tutorial. And someone in his comments was like, oh, so this is just like God of War light. It's like... not in any conceivable way, but he just saw, oh, light and heavy. That's like God of War. Because this person has probably played 5 video games since he bought a PS4. One of them was probably Spider-Man. 2 of them are probably sports games. And one's God of War he played for 3 hours. So he's like, oh, light, heavy. That's God of War.
Yeah, no, that's pretty ignorant.
Exactly. And that's it's no fault of their own. They're just not as experienced in games as we are. But still, it irks me to the deepest depth because it's like, no, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. It's like when fucking Marjorie says Red Dead Redemption is Cowboy Skyrim. Because no, it's not. Fallout is Cowboy Skyrim.
Yeah, that's
you idiot. Red Dead Redemption is Cowboy GTA. Because that's literally what it is.
I mean, pretty much for the most part. But you have to remember, she's a woman, and she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's just...
Yeah, you heard me.
It's one of those little things that irks me because of my stupid mind goblins that really shouldn't, but it does on a primal level.
Well, I mean, it's just because you're very passionate about video games. That's why it
I thought you
irks
were going to say you're a very passionate person, which is also true.
Well, yeah, but I targeted more directly to what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
You're passionate about video games.
I'm passionate about people who are wrong and correcting them.
Oh, all the time, but that's only on Reddit.
Yeah, that's the only place I can see people to be corrected. I don't talk to people in real life. What's the point of that?
You ever message somebody on Reddit?
No. I have sometimes when they get L+ ratioed like real hard. Ooh. And then I'm like, hey, you fucking loser. Like, how's that to leave the comment?
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, what was that to leave the comment? How's that going? It's like, just
God damn.
Not anymore. That was the old me. I'm not that childish anymore.
Yeah, not that arrogant.
Now I only leave comments when it's helpful and I can be actually offered criticism and actual insight and shit.
Yeah, helpful. Yeah.
Well, like on the weekly I did this morning on Friday on the Let's Play subreddit, they have Feedback Friday. And it's one of those things where if you're going to post on, you got to reply to someone else. So, I try to give actual feedback in those as well. Like, try to be constructive, and helpful.
And do they take it? Or are some people like...
I don't know. Some people do. Because the one guy I did this morning, he said thanks for the feedback. So, I hope it was of some use to him.
Nice.
Or her. I think it was a dude.
And if it's a her, please, I want your number.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or him. I'll take it. Shit, I'll take anything at this point.
If I had somewhere else was going, I don't remember.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Oh, you were talking about
people on Dredge Reddit? DLC.
Yeah, well, it started with that.
It'll be great. It's gonna be a great game. You got to buy Dredge.
I will at some point, but the problem is I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3, and then I'm getting into Dark Souls 2 again. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just like, God damn it!
Don't worry. Once you beat the base game, you're gonna stop playing. Because that's what I did. I was doing the LP playthrough, and I'm at the first DLC, and I haven't played in like a week and a half.
Oh yeah, probably sounds about right. But I'm having fun for the moment at least.
Yeah, how's your build going? Have you been playing? Where are you at? Where are you up to?
I played 2 days ago.
Nice.
I went to the Mist Forest, and then I talked to Van Garl, and then I went to the area after that. I fought the Scorpion Boy, and then I fought the Scorpion Lady.
Oh, what? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I wanted the ring.
I mean, but like, so you can get the ring without having to kill him.
Right.
You get the ring of whispers from the cat. Then you talk to him. Then you summon him to help you fight Nazca, and then he'll give you a fragrant branch of yore. And then after you kill the spider bitch, then he gives you the second dragon ring.
Oh well.
So I think you missed a fragrant branch, but
There's millions of those in the
there
game. It's
are
fun.
not. There are exactly as many as you need to get the.
Yeah, but you don't need all of them anyways. You could get.
But early game, they are they are hard to come by early game.
Yeah, but I have like 2 already, so I'm all right.
Have you used any yet?
I used one on the lady for the latch door.
Okay, yeah, that's when you have to. Okay,
yeah, I know about that.
And then if you're gonna use hexes, then you want to save one for Strayed as well in the
old
tower.
Man.
The guy who's in the tower before the Lost Sinner, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right in front of that bonfire in that cage.
Right. He's locked up there. But my I need to get my intelligence up higher before I do that because it's still kind of low.
I mean, to cast Dark Orb, I think you need like 14 intelligence.
I have 10.
So yeah, just a couple more. You're
just a little more.
Is that the first area you went to? Did you do the Lost Giant first and go down there and do the Pursuer, or?
I already did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I did that Lost Bastille. I did all that already.
So did you unlock Stray? Did you free him?
No, because I didn't have a branch at the time, but now I have some, so I'm I can go back and get him.
Yeah, because he'll sell you Dark Orb. Dark Orb's super cheap. You know, yeah. Dark Orb is great. Hexes are fantastic. Just big damage.
Spooky.
Fuck shit up.
Fuck you up.
I bet with Dark Orb, shit. Bear, so I could try for that miracles and hexes.
Yeah, I think so. I think that sounds fun. Miracles and hexes.
I've never done it before.
I got my first attack miracle finally. Oh, yeah. It was the thunder call or whatever it is.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah, some random bullshit. Because I got to who was that fucker in the
that lady? Yeah, that bitch who invades you.
No, not that lady. It's the other guy that you meet when you climb a ladder and he's like on top of a roof. He's like, hello. And he's like, has spiders all around him.
Oh, that dude. Yeah. In the Brightstone Cove.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. Dude bought some stuff from him.
That's cool. Yeah. I just remember too. If you're doing hexes and if you're doing a fate, miracles and hexes, Dark Orb is a sorcery. So you'd have to have a staff for that. But I'm pretty sure
I have a catalyst at this point. So, and then once I increase the intelligence, I can use the catalyst. So that's fine. You know?
Yeah, but I don't know if you'll be able to cast Dark Orb with it. Because I think Dark Orb, you need a sorcery. You need a
sorcery
staff.
stick. Yeah,
but if you're doing faith, you're gonna have to switch between the catalyst.
That's fine.
All right, yeah. As long as you don't mind doing that, yeah.
You know, it's not bad.
I'm sure there are faith-based hexes that you can use for combat. I just don't know them because I never use them.
So I'll find out.
I'm always sorcery boy.
I'm just going and having fun. I'm getting through it pretty quick because like I haven't played it in a very long time, but I still remember like where I have to go. I'm like, oh, I gotta go boo 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 boo.
Yeah, it's all just like all Dark Souls games. Once you've been through it once or twice, it's just muscle memory. Like, yep, I got it.
Pretty much.
So it's from playing that first one repeatedly. You get that type of gameplay loop. You get that mental mapping. You know, item placements and shit.
I did play the first one. I played the first one a lot more than I played Scholar of the First Sin.
Oh, of DS2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's a little bit different for you.
A little bit different, but for the most part, areas and shit are pretty much the same where you have to go.
Except a few items. Yeah, the layouts and everything the same. A few different enemies. Yeah, a few different items and placements and shit. But it's a great game. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
We'll get there eventually. in our let's play list.
Wow, at someday.
Eventually, sometime next year.
Yeah,
planning on it.
Around next year, probably.
Summer, But also speaking of games, Fear and Hunger 2. Have you played or seen any of it?
I've seen a lot of it.
Nice.
And when I play it, I want to be the boxer.
Ooh,
he's a real cool boy. He's a real cool boy. I've seen a lot of it. The train, the towns, it's very interesting.
The sewers with
it seems like it runs and flows a lot better than the first one.
Yeah, a lot differently too, but still the same base structure.
It's so good. I'm like, oh, I want to play it. At some point, I'll have to play it.
All right, what about Olivia, the wheelchair lady? She's pretty sick.
Yeah, she seems interesting. Yeah.
I'm watching the guy, the Super iPad 12. He's playing it, and he's using Olivia, and she's sick. She's pretty cool. She's a cool character.
Where is he right now?
Fucking. Not too far because you know he got through. He's gone through the sewers. Yeah, he has the shotgun or the rifle or whatever the fuck you get in that house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he's doing all right. He's on like day 2, I think.
It's kind of hard. It's pretty hard still. Well, they're both hard nonetheless, but
Yeah, a
That
lot
those
more
that,
different
that
mechanics.
yeah, those games are just challenging in general. If you don't
Very
know
much.
what you're doing, especially.
It's like any hard difficult game. Just trial and error, figure it out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it sometimes. Just like when people
Just
were
get through
playing,
it.
yeah, like N64 games, like early like Genesis games and hard shit. Like
Frogger.
yeah, exactly. What's another like any NES games? Just NES games. Just play it hours on end because it's only like a 3-hour game. So you just
Final
figure it out.
Fantasy when you can't skip anything, you have to get through the dialogue, just keep mashing. You're like, come on, come
Oh yeah,
on.
Final Fantasy one's pretty easy.
Well,
If it's well, the version I played is pretty easy. I don't know what other quality of life changes they had from the pixel remaster from the original, but
I'm saying like the original. Like if you played that shit, like how it was, like
oh
it's
yeah,
so
super slow,
fucking
tiny
slow.
text
You're
boxes,
like,
dialogue. Yeah, being barely able to see anything. It's like 7 squares in any
the
direction. You can
TV
barely
you're
see
playing on
anything.
is saturated because you probably can't afford a decent one.
Terrible, but you made do. Figured
Yeah.
out and did the best you can.
You know, it'd be funny. You know how they had like those really small TVs. Like that hand crank
Oh
share,
yeah,
like the like really
yeah.
fat box ones that are like that tall. What if you hooked it up to that and you're playing? You're just like, oh shit, shit.
Playing Elden Ring on there.
Oh god, I saw somebody rig like an old like VCR TV combo thing to their PS5, and they were
Nice.
playing something. I can't remember what. And I saw it, and I was like, man. I mean, I can see it. It looks it.
Playing Cyberpunk on there.
Oh god, yeah. All it just looked dried out. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
ugh.
very very pale. I played Bloodborne on this TV right here, which is it's not too small, but it was an interesting time. I fought amygdala. I remember fighting
Oh
amygdala on
god,
this TV. It was super funny seeing my tiny ass health bar on the top, and it was great. It's a fun time.
terrible.
Yep. Oh
Oh
god.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a nice little car. But also speaking of games, by the time this comes out, the first episode of Luigi's Mansion will have aired. Ideally, hopefully, if everything
Woo.
goes as I'm planning it.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I liking it so far. Seems like an interesting game.
Yeah, I've seen little things about it before, and I think you might have tried me to get it play at one time,
I
but
think you
I'm not
have.
good. I was not good at it.
Yeah, it takes a while to get the finer technique and finesse down.
Yeah, but watching you play it and just it was pretty interesting. It's a pretty good game so far.
Yeah.
It really gives off the good spooky vibes that we want for the season.
Oh yeah, nice Halloween spooky time season. Got to make the most of it.
The save icon looks like Sylvester
Looks
Stallone.
god awful. It looks
Yeah.
so terrible. Yeah, that game is fantastic. It looks great. It sounds great. It holds up incredibly well. Just everything about it. You can tell it is a third party. I mean, not third party. It was a AAA. At the time Nintendo game like release thing because it is a lot of work went into that bitch.
2001 had it pretty
I think it
good.
was 2001. It was interesting how like we noticed there's a ad for Pikmin 1 on there, which is funny because Luigi's Mansion first one was one of the best selling games I think on the GameCube of all time, and Pikmin 1 wasn't
Oh,
because Pikmin's weird. No, from when it came out, nothing had been like that. It's like, what is this? You're controlling like these little ants and you're carrying, and like it was a weird like strategy type game with weird like cartoony graphics. People weren't sure like if it was like for kids or
I mean, it does look pretty weird. Let's be honest.
yeah, but it was if you get past that, it is Pikmin's a fantastic game and game series.
Yeah, you've played all of them, right?
No, I've only played 2,
Oh,
but 2 is great. Two is some people's favorite.
is it your favorite?
Yeah, what's the only one I've played? So yeah, but I've seen there's this guy Chugga Conroy. I talk about him a lot. He plays Nintendo games. He's done a playthrough of 1 and 2, and I've watched those a lot. So I feel like I have a good knowledge of the 2, but yeah, 2 is still better. Well, in my opinion, because in 1 you only have the 3 areas. There's no dungeons. It's only overworld areas, so they're a bit bigger, and that leads a bit more intricacies with them. But it's a smaller game in general because there's also the time limit on it. You can't explore as freely. There's only 3 types of Pikmin, but 2.
What about 3?
3 is good as well, but so it's interesting. People lump 1 and 3 together, and 2 and 4 because in 3 you also have a time limit, which is like based on your food supply. Like you get fruits, which are the treasures basically, and you crush those down into juice, and the amount of juice you have is like your days.
Uh-huh.
And it's also about finding treasures and shit. And then 4, I think, went back to the formula of 2, where it's infinite time, but like collecting like treasures and shit again for some reason. I don't know. I haven't seen much of 2. Yeah, but 3 is also good. 3's got a good story. More Pikmin added. The flying Pikmin, which is fucking super cool. different types of mechanics and shit around. Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
I,
Yeah, no, keep going.
I thought you were gonna dip it in your water.
But I wasn't gonna try to be smooth about it. I was gonna just be like,
All right. Well, too bad I caught you.
yeah, now it's not smooth.
Caught you in the lie. You should have done it real quick. You should have committed.
I should have committed.
Should have committed. Just like you should have committed to me.
What?
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Committed? What? Do you love me or something?
No, I want to have you committed to a mental institution.
Is there a problem? Is there stuff that I do that
No,
seems
it's stuff you don't do.
like what?
Pray.
Pray? How do you know I
Yeah.
don't pray? I
Right,
pray.
I'll watch you.
I do a quick pray when I drive long distance somewhere,
All
so
right.
I hope nothing happens.
Real quick.
Just the quick old,
Oh, yeah. Do you think God sees that?
Well, I don't think he sees anything,
Do you think God's blind to his children on earth? No, he does see it, but he doesn't care because you don't put the care into the prayer. You got to care about the prayer for God to care about your prayers. Care.
Because I'm a prayer care bear.
You're a prayer bear. You're a care prayer bear.
I'm green.
Oh, Jesus. You know, this has been on my mind somewhat lately.
The fallacies of the universe.
Close. American war crimes.
Oh, that's pretty close.
yeah. America's doing a lot of shit. And what's crazy is that, well, it's not really that crazy, but we don't get taught about a lot of those in school. A lot of the terrible, terrible things Americans did and the American government did to ourselves and other people.
And still does.
100%. It's very, even after like reports and shit have come out into the public eye, we're just not going to teach that. They'll figure it out on their own, or they won't.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, like the things that the government keeps away from the people and stuff,
Yeah, and just like the school system in general just doesn't, they don't put it into like American history. They don't talk about, they talk about like Martin Luther King and like Malcolm X and shit, but they won't go really in depth on like a lot of like the Tuskegee, like fucking like medical experiments and shit and fucking America's role in 9/11 where there's cool dude Osama bin Laden who had a CIA handler and who's teaching Osama bin Laden how to do terrorism on Russia and other terrorists. And then it's sometime later after America gave them a bunch of money, they kind of flipped the switch and then used them against us. Yeah, they don't teach you about that part.
No, well, I mean, because it puts down the U.S.
Exactly.
They found that about. It's like when Fauci was lying to everybody about like, yeah, you need the vaccine and everything else. Those tests that are all accurate, that you can actually do something to defend yourself against it. All bullshit. And then when it all comes out to be the truth, no, they were right. You were wrong. And then you were telling people to take this thing that's bad for them. And then it's just like,
I don't know, man.
Hey, man, I'm just pointing out facts.
I just know that at the end of Rambo 2, there's a credit that says this film is dedicated to the brave Mujahideen warriors in Afghanistan.
No, that was the third one.
Was it the third one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know it's at the end of one of the Rambo movies.
I know it because I've seen all of them. The first two Rambos are great. The third one, fucking awful.
Yeah, dedicated to the brave Mujahideen in Afghanistan. You go.
Yeah, and then
Yep, and then 10 years later, oh, look at the time.
Yeah, that Taliban's really kicking.
Gee, yeah, they're not banned from nothing.
Yeah, no, America has done a lot of shady, but what country hasn't? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
every country's got their darkness.
Yeah, what country's government hasn't given uproarious applause to a noted and registered Nazi?
Norway, maybe.
Yeah, I think America did that some shit, and during the World War II times, we used Nazi scientists for shit.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. But did we talk about it in the last episode of the podcast? Or was it just in person about the Canadians and that Nazi dude?
I don't think we talked about this on the last one. Canadian? I don't remember. I could be wrong.
It was in like Canadian Parliament, and they were like, they had Vladimir Zelensky there, and he was in like a big a meeting with like government heads and shit, and they were talking about like, of course, the conflict with Russia, the war and shit, and Zelensky was there. They're like, yeah, guys, we're having a real hard time fighting these Russians. It's a real big battle, but we have a special guest here, an old army vet. He also fought the Russians in his day. Let's give it up for this dude. And it's like, oh yeah, this guy, he fought when did he fight the Russians? Oh, in like the 40s? Oh wait, the Russians were the good guys in the 40s. Who was? Oh, he's a Nazi.
No,
Oh.
now I remember. You didn't
Ugh.
tell this on the last podcast, but you told me Wednesday about it when we recorded some stuff. Like,
Oh
did you hear about?
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they brought up, and then that's what I brought up to you. Like, that's how you know people really aren't doing their jobs anymore because they're not putting the time and effort to do the research to
Yeah.
see if they bring a fucking Nazi into this fucking
Quick,
meeting.
quick Google search. Just go back through the records. See his dental records. Oh yeah, this guy used to be in the Waffen SS in Nazi Germany. Oh, okay, that's what he was. That's where he was fighting the Russians. Got it.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I wonder how it went in that meeting when the fucking Nazis showed up. How did
I don't know. Everyone was clapping because no one knew. They were like, "Oh, yeah, you fought the Russians. Yeah, cool."
But
It
you
was
have
only,
to realize
it was
the
only
ones.
an hour later when people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, wait."
Yeah, I wonder how the energy shifted in the room after that.
Yeah, but I wonder where that guy is right now.
Dead?
What happened to him? Yeah, someone just killed him.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wondered why was how did if he there's so many questions did he serve time or some sort of punishment for his involvement in the Waffen SS to now
Well,
be
didn't
let
they
out?
all? Even
I-
the guys who were like
Pro-
old and survived at the end, you know?
Yeah, but then I think some of them, like I said, were involved in like the American like experiments and shit that like hired them on. They probably like reduced sentences or some shit or something. Probably some in Canada as well. That might be how it got through the cracks, but still not great detective work on the government of Canada's part.
That's what they get for having free health care and stuff.
Yeah, no, yeah. All right, well, I think it's time we get into this challenge.
Yeah, we'll ease into something that's a little nicer.
Yes, so something a little nicer for the meantime.
A little light to the heart.
All right, we're gonna clear this space away and be back to you momentarily.
Yay.
All right, for this week's challenge,
What are we doing?
We're gonna be drawing, just like last week. We were accessing our inner child by answering childlike questions. This week, we're gonna have a contest to see who can draw the better pictures.
Oh, Christ.
Both gonna have one sheet of paper to work with here. Let's see, where's the pencil? Here we go.
One
Some outlining.
paper.
We got some colored pencils here for our other coloring needs. All right, let me pull up the timer here. How much time should we give ourselves? A minute? I was thinking a minute and a half.
Well, what's the first drawing?
All right, well, so the first drawing we're gonna do is a car. So,
All right. Well, I think we should get 2 minutes.
All right, we'll get 2
minutes.
minutes. We'll get 2 minutes. And I'll probably speed through this up in there. But yeah, we'll give ourselves 2 minutes to draw the best car we can make. All right.
Oh, this is gonna be awful.
All right.
And it could be any car. Nothing. That's
It's
not anything
got
specific.
to be a car. All right, and start.
Okay.
Oh no, this.
Hey man,
sucks.
no one said it had to be perfect.
No, oh, no.
You think we're experts here? No, we're fucking idiots.
Okay, I put it on for an hour. Okay, but we have a minute.
Oh my
we have
God.
1 minute left. I thought the 2 was 2 minutes, not 2 hours.
Come
That's
on,
fine.
Nick. What are you
We have a
doing?
minute left. We got a minute left.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
All right,
Let's show the camera our
show the camera.
cars.
Yeah, I'll take pictures.
Let's
of
show
them
each other first.
later. Yeah,
So this is my car.
that looks way better than mine. That's way better than my piece of garbage. I'll take pictures of them, put them up right here. But
I drew a road, and then it's going fast.
yeah, it's got the speed lines. It's very accurate. It's got the light in front. I like that the light is a little bit dirty too. It's like it's got the thing on it that adds a bit.
Well, I was trying to get a depiction of my actual car.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, long in the front.
I did the classic, just line the hop over for the wheel, and then
the
big,
wagon
like,
wheel,
bowl.
yeah.
Yeah, I made like a big like a fish bowl.
It's a Jensen's car.
Yeah, and then I was gonna make it red. I don't know why I was going in the lines here, and then I was like, "Fuck, I guess that'd be blue."
It's pretty good.
I think this first round goes to you. I
right.
think 100%. This one goes to you. All right, let's.
They're gonna get better.
let's
Just
look
wait.
down. All right, let me
No.
get 2 minutes, not 2 hours. All right.
So that was
So-
round one.
That was round one. Easily you win that one. So the second one, it's going to be a bit tougher. We're gonna have to do something close to our hearts. We're each gonna draw the boy Ringo Ishikawa from the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. We're
The
gonna
Let's Play series that we have 12
We're-
episodes
we're-
out of
we're-
right now.
yes,
Yes.
12. I was like, we only have 13 ready, but it's not out yet. Oh, by this time it is.
By this time, yes.
Yeah, 13 episodes. All right. Oh boy.
So all we have to do for this one is we have to draw the boy himself,
draw
Ringo.
Yeah.
And he's a very pixelated boy, so you can see right here.
Ooh. All right. Are we ready?
2 minutes.
All right. 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. All right. Time's up.
All right. Jesus.
Oh boy. All right. We're gonna dismiss that.
Yeah, that was bad.
All right. I think I did. I'm honestly I'm pretty proud of my work. Honestly,
Let's show him. Here's my Ringo.
that ain't bad either. He's a little orange in the hair. I see you both got the cigarette.
Yeah, cigarette. You drew an actual cigarette.
Yeah, I tried to draw it well.
You got the blue.
Yeah, I got the
Your
blue
hair,
jacket.
more orange, or probably a little more accurate than mine.
Yeah, his hair is definitely not orange.
Not as
it
orange.
is brown.
Your eyes are better because I fucked up on his eyes. I think you win this one.
Also, we could ask some impartial judges. These are also.
No, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a couple of cougars.
Yeah, but I think not striking. I think mine was a little more accurate.
Yeah, I think so.
I got the more articulated cigarette, better brown.
Because your eyes are better. Your hair. Yeah, let's go for that.
He's a bit stockier. That's closer to the pixelated performance of Ringo. But all right, Caesar. I hope you got plenty of room. I'm gonna do a little border. Oh, which one? Yeah, I have more side over here. It's the same one. I'm just gonna worry about that Ringo later. All right, Caesar. This will be fine. This will be actually. You know, this is perfect for me. I can perfectly use the space because.
What are we doing?
For our third and final picture for this challenge,
okay.
We are going to draw our depiction of the September 11th terrorist attacks.
All right.
All right. So we got 2 minutes. We got to draw our best 9/11.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm getting the picture in my head.
All right. We're starting 2 minutes on the clock. Should we give ourselves an extra 30 seconds for this one?
Sure. Yeah.
For our final, we'll give ourselves an extra 30 seconds. Extra 2 minute 30. All right. And 9/11. All right. Yeah. That's it. All right.
All right. Here's my 9/11. I drew the towers. The plane about to crashing in. Broken plane. Fire. People running. This guy's dead. And fire truck.
All right. Well, here's my 9/11. We had similar things. I have also the towers here. This is the first plane already crashing into the tower, and the jet fuel melting the steel beams. Here's the people who were jumping off the tower as it was going down because they didn't want to go with it, and so there was a lot of people jumping off the towers during that. Here's one of the unfortunate victims. Here's the second plane that's coming along for this tower number 7 over here, and here's fire trucks preemptively shooting water onto this building, though it has not been hit yet. Yeah, Caesar. Now, Caesar, some critiques on your drawing. That plane looks like a wiener from where I'm sitting.
Right.
It's just like a wiener.
It's pretty good.
I see these buildings are on fire, yet I see no plane-induced damage on them. They just appear to be on fire. Maybe I missed it in class, but I don't think the Twin Towers were already on fire before the planes hit them.
Hey, man, I had 2 minutes. Leave me alone.
Hey, I had 2.5 minutes, too. I got an accurate depiction of what.
Oh yeah, that's real accurate.
Hang this up in the MoMA in the Museum of Modern Art. That's 9/11 to a T. That's if I've ever seen it.
Well, I like how this is a plane and that's a jet. I think that's cool.
Well, you like this wing is pointier and coming out of the bottom of the plane.
Yeah,
it's a landing gear.
It's a jet. And
yeah,
but yeah, yours clearly is a better depiction. I will give you that.
I think I could, and this is the smog. This is all the smoke around. I could have colored in a bit more, but I didn't have too much time. That's supposed to be a blanket of smoke covering the downtown New York metropolitan area on the morning of September 11th, 2001.
I respect it.
Let's have a moment of silence for 9/11. All right, that was the moment.
No, I'm not ready. I'll give away.
Okay. All right, yeah, draw. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see you're putting down. You know, let me help you out here. Let's get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's
That's
13
good enough.
stripes.
Alrighty. Now,
Da, da, da,
now our moment of
da.
silence. All right, that's enough of that.
I was gonna give one of these. All right, that's enough of
That's
that.
good enough.
Enough remembering. We remembered enough for today. All right, but now, all right. Before we throw these away for no one to ever see again ever, we got to get to the punishment.
And what is that?
I'm gonna get to draw some shit on your face.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
All right, let's
Do it.
Let's
Right here.
do you want to clear this up? Then we can continue the podcast afterwards in our natural setting. Once I get it done.
Sure.
All right, Caesar, you ready? Ready for a nice little shave?
Okay.
Let's start. Let's see. That mustache.
Right
that mustache ain't bristly enough. Let's give you.
All right.
Let's give you a nice big
Oh, don't get in my mouth.
Waluigi.
Jesus.
Let's give you.
You're not my boyfriend.
Let's give you a nice big mustache up here. It's got this very shitty marker, but it's the only washable one we had. So there we go.
Nice.
All right, and now we need
a unibrow.
We need a little bow tie up here. We I'm gonna get one of those Texas ties.
Okay.
You know.
Ow.
Okay, and then we're gonna come down right there. Yep. Down like that, and then, it's gonna be right. It's gonna finish up right around there, and then I'm gonna do another little. We're gonna get a little.
Give me a little Johnny Carson.
Little flag over here.
All right.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
All right. Let me see. Let me see this work of art. I'm gonna go look in the mirror real quick. Oh, I look beautiful.
Yeah.
I look like every other skinhead in prison.
Yeah. And then we need one more. We need one more.
Oh, this marker stinks. I smell it. Oh, this is disgusting.
No, maybe it's just your smell, your stench, your face stench.
No.
It couldn't be. No, I was trying to do a heart, but I can't. That's fine.
Hello.
There we go. Damn. If this marker wasn't so old, it would have been better. Oh, you gotta take that off. You gotta see fully visible.
Oh, okay.
You gotta. No hiding your shame.
No hiding the shame.
Yeah, well. I could just the dick in the middle of your forehead. That kind of looks like a 4-leaf clover now, or
I'm lucky.
Or the sign for brimstone in the Binding of Isaac. But then the other thing on the other temple, that one looks like a dick. It was unintentional, but I was like, hey, that works.
Oh yeah, dude, I'll take it.
And I was gonna try to do a heart with like mom on it on the other side, but no, it wasn't happening.
Fair. I could tell that marker wasn't going so it wasn't drawing so well because I could tell you by the amount how hard you were pushing. Like, come on, get out there. I was like,
did it feel rough or how did it feel? Did it feel like
rough.
a marker?
Yeah. Like when I went to the dentist, they're like,
they're scrubbing your face,
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I don't know why he did that, but
yeah, just to get all the excess, all the excess goo out of there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. But I saw earlier the mics are getting lower and better. I think we still got some time. But why don't we get into some music recommendations?
Oh, yeah. Good old music recommendations.
Do you remember yours for today?
I do.
Oh, perfect. What are they? Or what is it?
My recommendation today is a band that I have brought up before, but not this song because I forgot that they had this banger and it completely slipped my memory.
Nice.
So my recommendation for the week is the Pixies.
Ooh.
And you go listen to the song Greens and Blues. It's a great song.
All right. It's a very interesting title.
Greens and Blues.
All right. Is it full of greens and also blues?
It's full of stuff.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Is it a blues type beat?
No.
No.
I think it's more Greens and Blues is just like I think the depiction of like a mood. Not necessarily too much of like color, but like the mood that those represent, greens and blues.
But is it a green type beat?
No, it's more yellow.
Right,
maybe at the end it's a little magenta, which is kind of green because it's like blue and red and blue is if you mix it with yellow makes
Yeah, one
green.
of the parts are green. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of indirect.
Some people do that. They make albums, or not albums. They make like playlists and shit, and they name them after colors. Like this song sounds yellow, or this song is like blue. It's like a sad, feely song, or this song's like red for whatever, you know. That's why some
Yeah.
people separate them
There's
like
a
that.
lot of that.
Yeah, it's interesting. People make songs like that too, where they title it specifically like they'll call like red or blue or something that doesn't have that type of like theme based thing going on with it. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
My recommendation this week is someone I've also recommended before, Smooth McGroove.
Oh.
But yeah, he does a lot of video game acapellas. You know, he's that dude with the super long hair and the cat.
Yeah, you
and it's
send
like,
me
yeah.
his video of what was it? It was something from The Legend of Zelda, I think.
It's probably this one I'm going to recommend right here because he recently came back to doing it. And one of the ones he uploaded recently was his rendition of the Hateno Village.
Yeah, that was it.
Not Ocarina of Time, from the first Breath of the Wild.
Well, Hateno
Yeah,
Village
from
is
Breath-
in the second one too.
But I think is it the same theme?
I think so.
Okay, but yeah, just him doing his rendition is acapella of the Hateno Village theme from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever the fuck. It's a fantastic song. He's very great at making acapellas. He's got a very, very beautiful voice. He can hit those high notes, hit those lows. He's got his little cat too. He's got his little cat in the videos in the borders around the video. It's cute. He's got a cute cat.
Good voice.
Yeah.
Real good voice on him.
Yeah, and he streams too. I don't know if he's streaming as much now, but yeah, he streams playing games and shit on Twitch. Seems like a cool dude.
Just like this episode. That was pretty
This
cool.
episode was a cool dude. I'd
Yeah.
want to hang out with this episode at a bar, get a drink with it.
Yeah, talk about the dichotomies of a country and then draw terrible pictures.
Then drawing pictures of 9/11.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you got anything else you want to talk about in this episode? Anything else burning in your mind, in your retinas?
Nothing that I've touched on before. It's just I would be repeating myself. I would bring up the things that occurring in my mind always.
I feel.
Oh, but Florida, I told you about this, and I think it might get into the first Let's Play of Luigi's Mansion. But Florida passed that new law,
Oh yeah.
you know, about incriminating people to the death penalty if they rape children 12 and under.
Yeah, it seems fine with me. That's
It
kind of
seems pretty good.
yeah. I think that like I said in the episode, that should have just been the law already. That should just be that should yeah.
But it's Florida.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing we could take from them. You know, Florida's got a lot of weird shit going on. You know, they got the people eating faces. You know, when they're high off their ass on bath salts. You know, they got the gators. They got the shitty politicians. Now, we don't want any of that. But killing pedophiles, you know, that's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty universal.
You could do that thing like they do in Texas, where they get in helicopters and like shoot assault rifles at groups of hogs. You could do that, but with pedophiles.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
You just line them all
charge
up.
someone like $10,000. No, charge someone $1,000, because then I think 10 grand's too much. If you charge $1,000, maybe 500 on weekends, you'd get a lot of people coming in to shoot some fucking pedophiles.
Well, yeah, you
And,
just
and there'd probably be a lot less pedophiles, honestly.
you take them out to like an empty field and you put them in like a fenced area.
Yeah, no, you put
and
you put them in a cage, and you get like someone to remotely like open the cage, and they all gotta run out. Because then there's also an explosive in there that's gonna explode 5 seconds after the cage opens. So they're either gonna run out into the killing fields or die in the cage like an animal.
That's what we should do for criminals, since you know the.
I thought you were gonna say
prison-
that's what we should do on the next episode of the podcast.
Yeah, no, I don't have $500, but but I think it'd be cool if we, since you know prisons and stuff are always overfilling with criminals and stuff. If we get all the criminals in every prison system and then we put them in a tournament where they fight each other, and the person who comes out on top gets to go back and then have the room by himself.
Not even to be free, just like nope. Now you just don't have to
Well, yeah,
share
you're
a
not gonna
cell.
let that fucker
You don't got to
free.
share a cell with Johnny over here.
We'll have more liberties to stuff in prison,
yeah.
a little more freedom,
Yeah,
sure.
You get transferred to a Danish prison where they get like Netflix in their fucking rooms and actual beds to sleep on and books.
Yeah, you'll get transported to that. But think
Oh, yeah.
about it. That'll clear up the housing problem for criminals. It'll open up more space, and no one's going to love them anyway, so you might as well let them fight it out.
George Carlin has a bit about that, which is, you know, I've said that quite a few times in this podcast. It's because George Carlin has a lot of good bits. But it's like, what's one state that we just don't need? Like Nebraska. Fuck Nebraska. Let's put a giant fence around Nebraska and just fill it with all the criminals. And then one day, once a year, there's like one gate and we open it for 5 seconds. We open the gate for 5 seconds on one day out of the year, and we televise it and put it on pay-per-view.
That would be wild.
Yep. Just see.
I would tune into that.
Yep. And if they get out, then you're out. Good for you. You got out. But then for everyone else, wait another 5 years for that or wait another year for that 5 seconds.
Damn. Dude, people would be murdering everybody to get to the front of the door for 5 seconds.
Yeah. And as soon as it opens, even more so.
That's wild.
Yeah.
There should be an anime about that. That'd be sick. Why isn't there like a story?
There's
probably some prison shit.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like a prison show, but an anime. I don't know if there are.
Some guy gets indicted to prison. He's there for life, and then he learns about the true dark reality about like the gang separations, and then this one event that happens every 5 years, and he just happens to be indicted on the year it happened. So he's like, "I'm gonna get out of here one way or another," and he has to go through a bunch of shit, learn stuff along. That'd be sick anime right there.
That's the thing. I was thinking like, yeah, why is there no like anime that's like depicts like American prison? It's like, well, probably because Japanese prison's a lot more strict and orderly than American prisons. They just don't have the reference point to make that.
But it'd be pretty sick.
That would be sick as fuck. There's kind of one, Dead Man Wonderland, where they use like the blood.
That's kind of
similar, but it's so magic-y, and I want like an actual like realistic, you know. Yeah,
and then he learns how to fight in there because he doesn't know shit. He just thinks he's a tough guy, but then this prison actually makes him like a bitch. He's like,
I want Brawl in Cell Block 99, but anime.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be fantastic. I think he's in Baki. Baki's kind of
but that's similar, not in prison.
That's because there's prisoners competing in it.
Yeah,
that are hiding grenades in their assholes
or like hidden blades in their elbows and shit.
It's
fucking
ridiculous. Wild. That dude, he's part of the 1% who's resistant to martial arts of every type.
It's so dumb.
That's probably true. Like because like if you just like imagine like the Mountain from Game of Thrones, he's probably resistant to. You can't judo throw him. You can't get him in a fucking. You can't jujitsu him into an arm bar unless you're a super tiny squirrely bastard that can literally climb up him. You know.
True.
Like a regular like purple belt in judo, or even like a black belt, they'd have a hard ass time fighting the Mountain. And I think. It's just one of those things. Like it's true. There is 1% of the population is people who are resistant to martial arts, just because of their physical just size and mass. It's an interesting concept. Like Brock Lesnar, maybe, because he was an MMA fighter too. He could, he's probably you try to judo throw him. Not even if you could get a hold somewhere on him.
He will ping you to the ground.
He's too fucking heavy. You'll grab him and he'll just fall on you with his giant sword tattoo.
You break your arm.
Oh, yeah.
As you fall down because you try to catch yourself. But
oh, God.
It's disgusting.
Or be like Tom Segura and then just break your patella or Achilles when you on the jump.
Yeah, that was sad.
Awful. Yeah. Very sad.
I probably would have been in the same situation, but I know for a fact that I can't jump.
Well, so would you be doing dunk contests on 9.5 foot fucking?
Yeah, no. Bring it down to like 4.
After you'd already won, just for hubris, going even higher, just because you think you can.
No, thank you.
Maybe, but probably not.
But we can try that out on the next episode.
We definitely can. That'll be the challenge. First one to break a bone wins. Loser gets all their bones broken.
Yeah, dude. I'm down for that. We could be in a full body cast in the episode after that. So yeah, I lost.
Yeah, I got me thinking. I have some ideas we could try to do. All right, yeah. We'll see what we do in the next episode. But everyone, I thought I heard my alarm going off again. I was like, what the fuck? Everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, why don't you leave a like?
Do it.
And then leave a subscription as well so you can see the next one that comes out. And leave a comment telling us what challenge ideas you might have for the next episode. Or whose drawing you thought was better. Who had the better depiction of 9/11.
And if you want us to talk about anything specific that you guys want to hear, let us know too.
Oh, yeah.
We're always open for anything.
Yeah, anything at all. Please.
It's just some sort of interaction. If you're like, fuck you guys, like I'll take it. It
gets lonely out here in these hard streets. I'm a soft boy. I need some sweet loving and smooth interactions from you cool people.